Hello, everyone. So, welcome to the Supermoon Collective reading. These are the cards that I pull for today. So, for anyone that has not experienced a collective reading is for exactly what it sounds like, the collective. So, it is a reading that is generated from spirit that is supposed to resonate with as many people as it possibly can, and it is supposed to be for the greatest and highest good of all. So it may or may not resonate with you specifically, but it is the reading that is supposed to be brought forth to influence as many people and touch as many people as possible. So let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is provide the message that is given to me, and then I'm going to elaborate on it. So Spirit says, so many of us have stopped trying to fight against ourselves and what we know to be for our greatest and highest good. Many have even started to reap the benefits of this mindset, embarking upon new opportunities and endeavors. However, there is a huge piece missing: oneness, brotherhood or sisterhood, and teamwork, enlisting and relying on your fellow man. Without this piece of the puzzle, any success or prosperity achieved after developing the proper mindset will be easily robbed. We got to take it back to childhood, back to working together, picking people for our team, and finding joy in winning together. This is the message for the collective, my dear. So, this was definitely a super positive message. And what you can see is that the first card that is showing is the reversed Five of Swords. So in the upright position, the Five of Swords shows somebody that, is basically they're fighting. They're fighting against others. They're not cooperating. They're pretty much out for themselves. So in the reverse position, it indicates somebody that doesn't want to do this anymore. They don't want to fight against other people. They don't want to just stand on their own and kind of, be out there by themselves. And the next card, the Nine of Cups, is usually called the Wish card. So it's a card of prosperity and joy and abundance. So what it's stating is like, a lot of us have stopped fighting against others and ourselves. And because of that, because we've stopped, fighting and started kind of flowing in the way that we believe that we should in the proper mindset, we're reaping the benefits of that. There's new opportunities that are coming towards us, new opportunities that we've actually participated in, which is the Page of Wands. But, the missing piece is that teamwork. And as you see, the reverse Three of Pentacles indicates somebody that is not, working as a team. In the upright position, it indicates a monk that is, or excuse me, it indicates a builder that is referring to a monk and another practitioner of a church and getting feedback on how to build an edifice and how to perfect it. But in the reverse position, it indicates somebody that is not utilizing, the help of others and not turning to others for advice and just for assistance. And by not doing that, as we see with the next card, the Five of Pentacles, it's going to cause us to, really lack and really get in a state of desperation and of poverty. It's going to cause us to lose all of that, prosperity that we reaped with the with the Nine of Cup cards, because we're not reaching out to people. We're not, I guess, basically relying on, the team that we have, that we possibly have access to. So the last card, the Sun card, as you can see, it's a child riding on a horse, and that is Spirit urging us to take it back to childhood, to take it back to, when we used to have fun, when we used to play together, when, we were children and smiling and happy and carefree, when we would go out for gym and have to pick people for, our dodgeball team. And we took pride in winning as a team. It wasn't just, a one person effort. And for 2018, since it is an 11-2 year, working as a team and utilizing people, around us and our resources and, our connections is so vital this year, especially in the society that we live in. We live in a very singular society where, the agenda that's being pushed is a very me-driven, agenda. Only worry about yourself, every man for himself, who cares how this affects my neighbor? Who cares how this affects the other person? And this reading is just telling us, despite what is being pushed, despite the agenda that is being forced on us, we have to really lean on each other. The whole, it takes a village to raise a child, or it just takes a village, didn't come from nowhere. Our ancestors really operated in communities, and they relied on each other and the assistance of each other to be able to thrive and prosper. And they worked with each other and rooted for each other and built each other up. So that's what's really missing right now. And that's what's going to allow us, as the collective, to be prosperous and continue in our prosperous walk, so that we can all win and we can all make a huge impact that's going to benefit us and generations to come. So, what I typically do is I add up the numbers on the top of the cards, and then I reduce them down to their lowest number, and I associate a tarot card with that number. So what I did is I added them all up, and they reduced down to the number 5, which is the Hierophant card. So the Hierophant card represents usually like a pastor and elder of a church, and a Hierophant is basically a bridge, and it's a bridge between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, and they deliver messages, that they get from spirit, from source, to other people that may not have that access. So this card ties into the reading because this is something that we are called to do as people that are being influenced by this reading, as light workers, as those that are aware. We're here to bring messages to people that may not be able to tap into that side of themselves. So if you are under this message and you are hearing it, and it is influencing you, you are one of the people that are supposed to be delivering messages to those around you. Again, just going back to community, a pastor or an elder needs a congregation, and as light workers, as people that heal, as people that influence, we need a congregation. We need people that we can speak to and that we can help. So, just to wrap everything up, make sure that you're relying on those around you. Make sure that you're speaking to those around you, pouring into those around you, not to a point that, you're getting drained, but to a point that you're able to successfully influence. And then if you feel like you can't, give any more, that's when you really need to rely on people that you know and you trust and you love to build you back up again. So this is the message for the collective. I hope it resonates with you. And I hope you all have a very awesome, prosperous, and happy new year. And let's get to work as a team.